As always, God morning, God noon, God evening, God night, wherever you are in the world. Hope you stand up, stand humble, stand blessed. Peace unto you, 10 toes down, not stepping on toes, stabbing people in the back to get there, all that good stuff. Here we are, back again. I tried it before, but shout out to, I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Kashi, Jayy.
My first official, Blowin Smoke podcast interview. We gonna step our game up eventually, but much respect for you coming through.
Oh, yeah.
So, as he said, Kashi Jayy, I'm just gonna let him take like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever, to introduce himself and let y'all know what he about, where he come from.
My name is Kashi Jayy from Toledo, Ohio. I'm an artist, both sets, the paint and the rap. I'm a host, Hotbox, clothing designer, actor, TikTok comedian, whatever y'all want to call it, everything. I do everything. So yeah, hell yeah.
All right, so between all those, let's start with what would you think is your best attribute out of all of those? Like, which one out of all of those are you really going hard for? Well, like, is the music?
I mean, yeah.
Is it
the music first, and then I think the second would have to be like TikTok for real. Like, yeah.
So if music doesn't work, you're straight comedy.
I'm not a comedian, I mean, it's always there. So, but the music, I mean, I can always make music, whether I'm big or not. So it's like, being a comedian, that's always just been me too. So it don't really matter for real, whichever one. Painting. I've been painting since a kid, so yeah. I mean, whichever.
Yeah, I've seen a little. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. Save it. Like, we gonna get into that. Okay, so being from Toledo, Ohio. So before we get into like your favorite artists, like of course everybody has their favorite artists who inspired them like outside. Right. But being from Toledo, Ohio, what would you say outside of being from Toledo, Ohio, inspired you to do music, or who inspired you to do music from Toledo, Ohio, or who was it that you looked at or looked up to, or is it nobody, or it was just?
I mean, Lil Wayne, that's my favorite artist of all time. Just the way he wrote beats from rock to pop to hip hop, it just interested me, and I started writing rhymes back in like 5th, 6th grade, and then I didn't record till my freshman year, so I was down there like 16, 15 at the time. So, just Lil Wayne. Everything.
So, shout out to Lil Weezy.
Yeah,
Weezy F baby. Okay,
yeah.
so it wasn't necessarily nobody from Toledo, Ohio.
Right. Nah.
Okay, so was it something from your city or where you come from that inspired you to do music, or was it just strictly Lil Wayne? I heard Lil Wayne and that was it. I wanted to do music.
Yeah. I mean, it was mostly that, but then being from the city, seeing the sound that's blowing up made me want to stay in the lane that I am right now.
That was a hard puff.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
I'm trying to think about it. I mean, I just always love music. Like I don't shy away from no genre. If it's good, I like it. That's it.
That's a good way to look at it.
It sucks.
That's a good way.
Other than that, like I don't think no more. I don't have a number one artist besides my whoever inspired me to start. But other than that, it's just good music. I just love it. That's it.
Okay, so after hearing Lil Wayne, since that's where it started from, being from Toledo, Ohio, what was the first track, if you can remember, that you recorded?
I need it.
Like that you heard from Lil Wayne, you like, I need to get in the booth and record something. It made you go right, or it made you record something, or just a quick cipher or freestyle. What song was it that you heard?
Go DJ was kind of like that song.
Go DJ.
And then once he dropped a milli, that was like, I gotta get in the studio. So I didn't start recording until after a milli. Like I did all the raps. I watched all the Rhapsody in the basement. I watched all the freestyles, interviews. And the only thing that inspired, after the Carter 3, that was the only thing that got me into the booth. And I was like, I need to do this full time. Because I got some words too. So,
So, you're an 80s baby?
No, I'm a 90s baby.
90s baby?
93.
93. So you, but 106 in Park. So none of that inspired. Is just all strictly when I heard Lil Wayne.
Just like
go DJ.
Finding my artist and finding my idol and then just, creating off of that. That's it. You know what I mean? After a while, like all my idols, I mean, the list just kept growing for real. It went from Lil Wayne to Rick Ross to then finally Jay-Z. Like I had to backtrack. Jay-Z,
Okay,
Nas,
that one, you know what?
Yeah.
On that one, I could like I myself always been old school with it.
Yeah,
like,
right,
I've always
right.
been Nas, DMX, early mixtapes, Royce da 5'9", Eminem, and Dr. Dre,
Right.
things like that. I was never like
I respect lyricists.
Yeah,
That's it.
Even Wayne, as much as I like envy him, I'll be honest. I'm one of them people like motherfucker. You motherfucker. How the fuck did you?
That's why I got.
But you can't be mad at him. So shout out to him.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Okay, so between music and your art, because I know you said earlier that you paint and you do art or you draw. So have you been doing like music longer, or you've been painting longer, or did like one inspire the other? And
I'm about to say I've been doing art since school, like since starting school or before school, like with just pen and paper. You know what I mean? I was so creative. I did all my sketches in class in pen. That's how confident I was. So everything I drew was in pen, and then I painted it. You know what I mean? So ain't no erasing. So you got to get it perfect, and that's how I kind of do with the music on a certain level. Everything got to be like one take. You got to be perfect. I don't do punch ins. I don't freestyle.
I agree. That's the best.
You know what I mean? Everything got to be to the T perfect. I mean, I'm right now. I'm in the process of learning how to mix. So as I'm mixing, you know what I mean, I'm YouTube on one computer, mixing on another computer, and just trying to get everything perfect. So like. Everything got to be A1.
I mean, but you can admit, like, sometimes as far as like trying to get it done in one take, you still, you know, it's multiple takes.
Yeah.
But you prefer, like me, like I don't care if it take me 1,000 takes. I got to be sweaty, take my shirt coat off. It gotta be that one straight flow through.
No punch in.
So, what was your first time of recording a track like that? Like, what was the first track? Like, what was just that set you off to where, like, this is what I'm gonna be doing?
I did a freestyle over Meek Mill's "Heaven and Hell" beat, which is actually the what's that?
5 on it.
The dun dun.
I got
five on it.
Yep.
And that was the first song I ever professional studio all that I ever dropped, and since then I've been going hard.
So that was the first like when you did that one. After that, it just whatever. I don't care what beat come. Okay, so I know because I know this is a tough one for a lot of artists because they write down, they start freestyling, they might run on the block or something as kids and do ciphers, and they might hop in the studio and record, but they might just be recording just because it's their favorite beat, things like that. Yeah. So my next question would be like, when did you officially like take it serious? Like, when I'm gonna put my money in this, I'm gonna spend money on a beat, I'm gonna hit up a producer if I got to. He got to make the beat right there, or how long after that Heaven on Hell freestyle or track you did it take you to figure out, hey, if I'm gonna do this, I want to take it serious? Like, how long was that time span?
After I had a basketball dream, you know.
Okay, we on the course too. But
I had a little
Kobe or LeBron, real quick.
Kobe, what you talking about?
Okay,
come on now.
RIP.
But yeah, I spent 6 weeks at Owens. 6 months at Owens, and I tried to get on the team, and the coach wouldn't talk to me. I finally ran into him, and he still was like blowing me off and stuff. Like, we face to face, he blowing me off. So like that kind of like killed that dream, and I was like, ever since like literally like after high school, I was like, gotta be serious. Ain't no plan B. It's either work for somebody else or do this music and make some money. But other than that, it started creating more ideas to where I can paint now. I can come up with merch now. I can come up with TikToks and all that. Vine at the time.
Yeah, Vine. I know Vine.
It just gave me other stuff I can create and put out to the world, other than me being a music artist. So yeah. After I think after high school, you know, because that's when I recorded Heaven and Hell. Yeah, and that was the first song I ever did. Yeah.
And so, okay, so like, I would say, okay, at this point, like I said, because we was gonna get to the pain and TikTok later.
Right.
Okay, so let's touch on TikTok first. Let's do that. So where, like you said, you always been a comedian. Like, where does that come from? Because at 1 minute, people are seeing like you dropped, and I just see Kashi Kruger and Volume 2, and I see these
Ain't
tracks,
no balance, man. Ain't no balance.
and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I see the sexual chocolate with the wig or something. And I'm like, what the? So I wanna like, where was it? Like, is it on the border or something? Like, you know what? I'm tired of not just being myself. Let me be free. Or
I mean, where did it? Like, I can only be so free on the beat because I don't want to say too much. I don't want everybody out of my business. But then again, too, like I always been goofy, sarcastic, goofy, whatever. I can do whatever. That video that you keep referencing, one of my managers at work sent it to me like, you should do this, and I sat on it like 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months, like
because I ain't want to cover myself in oil, put a wig on. But yeah, one day the wife and kids was gone. They was gone for a couple hours. I'm like, you know, like let me just try it, see how it come out.
But you know what's crazy is even when I like do my TikTok, I'm just posting like music videos normal. But when I see yours and I'm like,
you gotta open up.
It references what TikTok is made for.
Exactly. Freedom.
Because I'm like, oh, that's how you do a TikTok. I'm like, man, because I've been sitting on like, man, wait till I get. And I'm like, I don't have the confidence. So shout out to you, man, for having a little confidence to be. I'm like, what is wrong with it?
I mean, you can't give a.
And then inspire your kids to jump in there with you, even your wife at times, everything. Because like much respect. Like I see a lot of people doing it. Like regardless, it's not money for me. Like I get much respect to Country Wayne because I'm like, I don't know if you follow him, but I know a lot of his video. Like the fact that he has like them kids and all like multiple baby mamas, like 10 of them, something crazy, like 7 baby mamas, 10 kids, and but he created a way to financially to where all of them are in, and for that, like I see that you carrying, like not saying that's your situation, but saying like you carrying hey, if we gonna make money, we gonna keep this at home and do this. So with TikTok and painting and music, like. Which one did you expect to take off first, and which one are you hoping to take off first? If they gave you all three opportunities, you know, here go this for TikTok, this for music, or this for painting, you had to pick one like an NFL draft, like a NBA draft, NFL draft. Like, would you go? Would you do music? Would you do painting? All the same price, all the same contract, everything's the same. Which route would you take? So you speak on freedom, you speak on being. What do you think?
Okay, wait. The first question was what?
Which one did you think
would take off first? Okay,
would take off first. Which one did you think?
I wanted to be Lil Bow Wow, so you know the music. At a young age, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you wanted music to take off
but
first.
Eventually, I mean, obviously that didn't, happen that fast.
Okay, so as you grew up, as you understood, what did you expect to take off first then? Like once you started understanding, like you wanted music to take off first.
Right, yeah.
So when you came to a certain age, out of everything you started doing, like what did you expect to take off, or what did you want to take off then? Like, okay,
comedy.
So officially comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, so at first it was music, like at a young age, like every kid, like I want to be Michael Jordan, I want to be whatever. Boom. Yep. Then you grew up and realized, like, you know what? I got other talent skills. Then you wanted it. So now, like, with all them three, you recognize, like, what you're capable of. Like you said, there's no limit. If you had a choice, like, you can only pick one. Which one would you pursue, like, right now?
Probably art.
Art. You go with the.
I mean, I can retire, be Timberland, still making music. Nobody gonna hear, but like that art, that's going. What? How much Mona Lisa probably worth right now?
I know. Kandinsky or Picasso's, or they still half a million, 300,000.
He probably did 10 pictures in his life. Come on,
got
and
millions.
ain't no telling what the next trend gonna be. So TikTok probably gonna, vanish by the time I'm 40 or 50 or something. So I mean, yeah, that art will definitely be. It's always been my first love. You know what I mean? I did tattoos. I used to sell comic books in school, draw Tweety Birds, Mickey Mouse, all that. Like, I designed a basketball court for a school one time, T-shirt for a school one time.
That's dope.
I had a painting of the airport. Like, it's always been shit. So, I guess, yeah. All right.
Okay, so the next thing would be then, okay, outside of music, what was your favorite song and what was your favorite video that you've done? When it comes to art, what was your favorite painting or drawing? And then when it comes to your comedy, your TikTok sketches and skits, what was your favorite TikTok skit or sketch?
All right. Well,
So let's start with music, like your favorite track. What was your favorite track
all time? I got a song called Rory Dreaming.
Rory Dreaming?
Rory Dreaming. It was on, I got a Still Waiting mixtape, and it was 2016-17, man. That song's so hard. Like, I've been telling Andre to do a video, but he ain't listening to me.
Andre Matthews, I know, he go hard. Shout out.
Hell yeah, shout out Andre. Favorite video gotta be Celebration right now. It's either Celebration or my very first video, Young Lion. You know what I mean? That's when
Celebration or Young Lion. Who shot those?
B Vision shot Young Lion, Celebration Andre. Yeah.
Okay. So shout out B Vision. Yeah, I mess with that.
Favorite painting I did, it was a female, a black female. She had green eyes, and damn it, I think she had a fro or something. But it was like, I took my time with the detail of the eyes and the cheekbones and everything. It was perfect, man. Like, boy hit me up the next day. Like, I need to buy that. Like, you gotta hang it up in the shop.
Was that recently or was...
No, that was like when I started like getting back to painting, like canvas painting. Like, I never did canvas painting. I always did paper or the tattoos. Yeah, and then I one night I just sat down and I was scrolling on Pinterest and I was seeing all this black art, and I decided to do one of she had to be like Island or Warrior or something.
Island Boy.
Yeah, exactly. But she had this brown skin and these green eyes and like a fro or long hair, like straight hair, like, man.
I can picture in my head. It's dope. Okay, so.
And my favorite TikTok is
like your favorite.
Your favorite, man. Yeah. That has to be the all-time favorite. Right there.
That is my shit.
It was fun.
I watch them all, but that is I go back to that one every day, bro. Every fucking day, dude. Every day.
That's what I didn't want to be known for, though. Like that video.
But
it's cool though. It's cool.
But you're a comedian, so whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Hey man, it made me laugh. Yeah, at first glance, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with?
That's exactly what you.
This what this nigga doing now? But then I'm like, oh shit! And I found myself laughing for the next 30 seconds, 5 minutes. Hold on, run that back. You feel me? So I gotta, so shout out to you. So before we cut out, once again, shout out for coming through. But is there anybody else you want to get shout out to? I see brought the wifey with you too.
Yeah. She already knows she got a shout out.
Anybody else you want to give a shout out to, or anything you want them to, let them know where to follow you at, and where to look you up at, and what to check in on.
Shout out everybody that's grinding, man. Everybody that's getting to it. Whatever you doing, doctor, rapper, barber, it don't even matter. Whatever you're grinding toward, just keep going. You know what I mean? Don't stop. Y'all can follow me on everything. Kashi Jayy, just search me. Kruger will be on everything right now because Kashi Kruger 3, that's 2. 3 is about to drop this month. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
You want to spell that for him?
My bad.
Go ahead.
KASHIKRUEGERR.
That's Kashi Kruger. Yeah. So if you look him up, Kashi Jayy is KASHI Kashi Jayy, Jayy.
Jayy, two
Y's. So
yeah,
Kashi Jayy, Kashi
Yep.
Jayy. Look them up on everything: Spotify,
Yes,
Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes,
Google Play,
MySpace, Google them.
all that
Oh, he
shit.
said MySpace, boy. Hey, whatever, it might be on there.
Right,
But all right, we gonna cut out of here. Once again, shout out to you for coming through, man. Anything else you got coming up for them to look out for? Like you just said, the Kashi Kruger. What is it, Volume 3?
Yeah, Volume 3. Yep. I mean, that's it right now. That's all I can give y'all. And then till that day. You know?
All right. You want to say TikTok name? What's your TikTok? How to find her on TikTok? Kashi Jayy. Just Kashi Jayy. Okay, so Kashi Jayy on everything. He's serious when he says that.
Yeah.
All right, so we gonna cut out of here. Get out of here, man. Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Thank
Once
you for
again,
having me. Hell yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Chip, 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 chip.
Othello on the back.
The rugged sound that's playing through your speakers right now is brought to you by Killer Mode Music, motherfuckers.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Cause I'm too faded. Hey, niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Cause I'm too faded. Hey, rolling raw papers, get the good vapors. Dreads pulled to the back with the fresh taper. Baby tripping cause I'm dripping, told her see you later. She know these bitches on me, ain't no trying to play her. See no evil, I'm like fuck a hater. I smoke this cushion, take a trip to the highest planet. And bitch, I'm hot shit, I got these niggas fanning. All they felt was heat, like them boys was tanning. I'm so official, ain't got a whistle, boy, how you fathom? I paint these pictures, I'm Bob Ross with crazy talent. Them niggas said I won't make it, I got this by the handle. Sit my ass down cause I couldn't stand them. This that cruising through the city with my heat shit. Knowing buddy fighting cases, I don't see shit. This auto-tune killing niggas and I don't say shit. I bet they gon' feel away, I guess that shoe fit. You better kneel, the one and only, the king I'm shitting. I go so hard, I'm Derrick Rose before the Pistons. Bitch, my J's tied up, you know I'm never tripping. Hope they brought pillows and they sleeping bags. Niggas sleep, I must not see them cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see them cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see them cause I'm too faded. Cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see them cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see them cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see them cause I'm too faded. Cause I'm too faded. Lil nigga just head up my class like Robin Givens. Me and the fam just tryna eat like it's Thanksgiving. Boy, the flow on soap, I got these niggas slipping. Reese roll that loud good just to keep me chillin'. Cause Lord knows I spaz when I'm in the booth. Catch me drooling on the mic like I was missing teeth. I just black out when I'm hungry and I eat some beets. Not no veggies, but when they involve, I'm looking for that green. This photo nice, that grind went unseen. Bitch, I feel this in my soul, it's running through my spleen. TJ told me go hawk, especially off that lean. Now they scary when it comes to me. I just eat what I kill, don't need a recipe. You know I come with that hungry, it ain't no starving me. Now watch me ball like I'm Mr. Clean. Niggas sleep, I must have couldn't see. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Niggas sleep, I must not see him cause I'm too faded. Cause I'm too faded. This photo night, that grind went unseen. Bitch, I feel this in my soul, it's running through my spleen. TJ told me go hawk, especially off that lean. Bow, now they scary when it comes to me.